Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about the history of rugby union. Rugby union, often simply referred to as rugby, is a sport with a rich and storied history that traces its origins back to the early 19th century in England. The game is believed to have been inspired by a variety of football games played at English public schools, with each school having its own set of rules. One of the earliest forms of rugby can be traced back to the Rugby School in Warwickshire, where a young student named William Webb Ellis is said to have picked up the ball and run with it during a game of football in 1823. This act of defiance against the established rules is often cited as the birth of rugby. Over the years, rugby's popularity grew, spreading to other schools and communities throughout England. In 1871, the Rugby Football Union RFU was formed, laying down standardized rules for the game and establishing it as a distinct sport from association football. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the expansion of rugby beyond England's borders, with the sport gaining traction in other parts of the British Isles and beyond. International matches were organised, with the first officially recognised Test match taking place between England and Scotland in 1871. The early years of international rugby were marked by fierce competition and spirited rivalries between the home nations of England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. The addition of France to the Five Nations Championship in 1910 further enhanced the tournament's prestige and global appeal. Rugby union faced challenges during the two world wars, with many players and clubs disbanded or disrupted by the conflicts. However, the sport rebounded in the post-war years, with the advent of professionalism in the late 20th century bringing about significant changes to the game. The introduction of the Rugby World Cup in 1987 marked a major milestone in the sport's history, providing a platform for the world's best teams to compete for the prestigious title. The tournament has since grown in size and stature, attracting millions of viewers and showcasing the talent and athleticism of rugby players from around the globe. In addition to the Rugby World Cup, rugby union is also played at the club level, with domestic leagues and competitions held in countries across the world. The sport continues to evolve, with innovations in training, tactics and technology shaping the way the game is played and experienced. Rugby union's enduring appeal lies in its combination of physicality, skill and teamwork, as well as its rich traditions and values. From the roar of the crowd at a packed stadium to the camaraderie shared between players on the field, rugby is more than just a sport, it's a way of life for millions of fans and participants worldwide. As we look to the future, rugby union remains as vibrant and dynamic as ever, with new generations of players and fans carrying on the legacy of this remarkable sport. Whether it's on the hallowed turf of Twickenham or the rugged pitches of New Zealand, the spirit of rugby continues to inspire and unite people of all backgrounds and cultures. Throughout its history, rugby union has undergone numerous rule changes and adaptations to keep pace with the evolving nature of the game. From the introduction of the scrum and line-out to the adoption of the try and conversion, each innovation has added depth and complexity to the sport. The 20th century witnessed the emergence of iconic players who left an indelible mark on the sport. From the elusive sidesteps of Welsh legend Gareth Edwards to the bone-crunching tackles of New Zealand's Jonah Lomu, these athletes captured the imagination of fans with their skill and athleticism. Rugby union's reach extends far beyond the playing field, with the sport serving as a catalyst for social change and community development. Rugby clubs and organizations around the world engage in grassroots initiatives aimed at promoting inclusion, diversity, and gender equality. In recent years, women's rugby has experienced significant growth and recognition, with the establishment of dedicated leagues and competitions at both the domestic and international levels. The success of events like the Women's Rugby World Cup has helped raise the profile of female players and inspire a new generation of athletes. Rugby union's global footprint continues to expand, with the sport gaining popularity in regions such as Asia, Africa, and the Americas. The inclusion of rugby sevens in the Olympic Games has further enhanced its appeal, exposing millions of viewers to the fast-paced and thrilling format of the game. Off the field, rugby union's values of respect, integrity, and solidarity are reflected in its governance structures and administration. Governing bodies such as World Rugby work tirelessly to uphold the principles of fair play and sportsmanship, ensuring that the spirit of rugby remains alive and well. Rugby union's resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to the passion and dedication of its players, coaches and supporters. From the grassroots level to the highest echelons of the sport, rugby continues to inspire and unite people from all walks of life. As we celebrate the history of rugby union, it's essential to acknowledge the challenges and controversies that have shaped its journey. From disputes over eligibility and player welfare to debates about the commercialization of the sport, rugby has faced its fair share of obstacles along the way. Looking ahead, the future of rugby union appears bright, with opportunities for growth and innovation on the horizon. As the sport continues to evolve and adapt to changing times, one thing remains constant: the enduring spirit of rugby, which transcends boundaries and brings people together in a shared love of the game. In conclusion, the history of rugby union is a testament to the power of sport to inspire, unite and transform lives. From its humble beginnings on the playing fields of England to its global prominence today, rugby has captivated hearts and minds around the world, leaving an indelible legacy that will endure for generations to come.